Good morning. It's Monday, December the 11th. It's about 8:45 to 9. I'm finishing up my prep period. What is this piece of hair doing? I don't know. And I'm already stressed. Only because we have the Snowflake Your Teacher fundraiser going on, and it started to pick up, which is great. That is great for leadership, but we don't have enough snowflakes cut, and we're kind of backed up. So we are feverishly trying to get those cut, and I thought I was gonna have a whole class period with my leadership class this coming period to just focus on cutting. But it turns out I don't, because the principal's coming to do a presentation. I do not recall him telling me that he was coming on the 11th. But that's neither here nor there because he's coming. So the question is, like, how are we gonna get all these snowflakes cut? Because the fundraiser ends this week and we really need those snowflakes to get up on the door. So there's that, and we need a commercial to be made. Do I have earrings on? Yeah. We need a commercial to be made. And I just don't know when it's gonna get done. Maybe they'll come in at lunch, I don't know. So my apologies for not vlogging over the weekend. I took a little bit of footage on Saturday of me picking up a Target drop-off or Target drive-up order and taking Woofy to the groomer. And then I just, like I said, when I was contemplating doing Vlogmas, I really find that on the weekends I just kind of need to like scale back everything, and I just really need some me time where I'm not really talking to a camera, talking to anyone really. You know, I really just use the weekend to just kind of recharge, and sometimes vlogging like takes away that because I'm working to some degree or talking to some degree. You didn't miss anything, and it was pretty uneventful, which is the other reason why I chose not to upload. Last weekend, my sister was in town. We went to Disneyland, so there were definitely things to share. This past weekend, you would have just seen me get my Target order, take Woofy to the vet, do laundry, pick up some groceries, and just lay around on the couch all weekend. That's really all that I did, and wash my hair. But breaking news, I picked up my Target order from a different Target that is in the neighborhood I live in, and that one, when I tell you I pulled up and checked in, I barely had time to watch 2 TikToks before that order was in my car, which tells me the Target that is right by my house is just exceptionally slow for some unknown reason, and they are not interested in solving that problem just yet. So but yeah, I felt bad in the beginning when I was like realizing I wasn't gonna upload, but again, I just have to make sure I'm doing what's best for me and what keeps me in a proper mental state, and just giving myself a break this weekend was what I needed. I didn't do anything this weekend. I did no work. I just kind of needed to recharge because last week was kind of hectic and stressful with just making sure everything was ready for the rally. So good morning, it's a new week. I'm on my prep period, and today is a minimum day. We have a staff meeting after school, so all we're really doing today in class is they're gonna present the vocabulary posters for the next story we're reading, which is Cujo. We're gonna do the weekend wrap, and then if there's any time left, we'll probably listen to the Firekeeper's Daughter, and I'll try and show you, excuse me, the posters maybe after school, because I'm running out of time. But I just want to get on here to say good morning, let you know that as of 8:50, I'm already frazzled by these snowflakes. It's a good problem to have, and it's my first time. I have to remind myself, so it's just kind of a learning curve of what I would need to do next year when we do this. And I'm even thinking about doing it for Valentine's Day because it's a very quick and easy, I don't know, quick. It's a relatively low cost fundraiser that should yield nothing but profit if you make your own little snowflakes. So for Valentine's Day, I was thinking about doing it as well, which I know my friend, who I've never met in person, but I've talked to a lot through YouTube and Instagram, Pam, who teaches in Florida, she was thinking about doing that for Valentine's Day, which was something I had already been thinking about. So we shall see. That's the bell, gotta go. Ooh. Tomorrow is a triple star day. I have to go to Starbucks tomorrow. It's 1:05. It's a minimum day. I don't know if I said that, which means we just get dismissed at 1 o'clock instead of 2:30. Update, did I talk to you about snowflakes? Did I tell you I was in a snowflake crisis this morning? I think I did, because we had a presentation by admin and so my leadership class couldn't work on it. The update on that is that we knew we had a die cut machine that had snowflakes on it, but the aide that works with me and my RSP students went to find that die cut machine like a few weeks ago, and she tried to cut using it and it didn't work really well. We have a campus support person that is like a proctor at the school who has been a godsend for leadership. She has been helping with the sales at lunch, like basically supervising them, and she just is very helpful. And so she said, oh, I know that we have a die cut machine and I know how to use it really well. So she eventually cut some snowflakes for us using the die cut, and they are much cuter. They look like this. And so I asked my aide today, can you go find the proctor and have her show you her strategy for using the die cut and see if that works? And so she did, and she showed her. And so we figured out how to use the die cut machine. And because we are desperate, I just went ahead and took that whole die cut machine out of the office with the piece that we need and got some paper cut. And so we're gonna be doing that tomorrow. We're still behind on the amount of snowflakes that we should have cut, but we've made some progress. And then the other thing that's been happening, I don't think I mentioned this, but the controversy is we had to have admin send out an email, because some teachers are really excited about this little fundraiser and they want to be the teacher that wears the silly costume, that they're offering extra credit to students if they buy snowflakes. And so a student of mine asked if I was going to give extra credit, and I said no, because I can't do that. And I had to explain, like, I don't remember what the ed code is, but I know that there's some ed code that makes it so that you should not be doing it, because a parent could theoretically say, like, well, my child can't afford it, and it's not fair that other students who have access to money to buy these snowflakes are getting extra credit and my child can't because we can't afford it. Basically, it's like an equity issue. So I told that student I can't do that because of that reason, and it could be interpreted as like you're buying your grade to some degree. So admin sent out an email just reminding them of that. Our teacher's gonna stop doing that? I don't know, but at least they've been warned. And you never know. There's parents out there that if they have a bad day, that could be the thing that sends them over the edge. So I'm looking forward to finding out how many snowflakes, or how much we made in general from this fundraiser. So yeah, I'm not feeling as desperate, but I'm still feeling desperate. But as far as the day, aside from that, we got everything done. They did the weekend wrap. We did our vocabulary presentations. Let me show you what one of those looks like, so I feel like this vlog is worth something. Let me just take you right on back to the other side of the room. So with Study Sync, and this was something that I made a goal this year based on some of the trainings I went to over the summer, is just to be more purposeful with my vocabulary instruction. So with every story from Study Sync, I pick 7 words. Sometimes it's the words that Study Sync suggests, and sometimes it's not. It just depends on how I feel about the words they select. And each group is assigned 1 word. So I have 7 table groups. So each group is given 1 word, and they have to write the word. They have to write the word in context. They have to tell me what strategy did they use to figure out the definition, like what type of context clue did they use to figure out the definition. They're not allowed to Google the definition, look it up, because that defeats the purpose of why I want them to do this. And then they have to draw an image, and they provide synonyms and antonyms. So here's an example of one. So one of the words from Cujo, which is the story we're going to read, is roomy. And so this first box, they're just giving you the word in the context of the story. This box, they're explaining how they figured out what it meant. So it said, we found our word by using context clues in the story and by what was going on in the story. And they said the definition of roomy is when your eyes are watery. He drew a picture of a watery eye, and then they gave some synonyms like liquid, or they gave 1 synonym, liquid, and an antonym of dry. So I will write quick definitions in my book to make sure that what they're saying is accurate. And also this time I Googled the definitions to make sure the definition they give me does not sound like just a Googled definition, because they were doing that. I think kids nowadays just don't understand the value of just stopping and thinking. I think they are just so accustomed to having all information just at their fingertips that they just don't even understand what it means to just not know something and then to use your skills to discover something. So I realized this time around I have to know what the Google definition is to catch whether or not they're just Googling it and pretending like they figured it out on their own. So they did the vocabulary presentations, and then we took the weekend wrap, and that's pretty much it. I'm feeling a little sad. Not sad as dramatic. Frustrated because I'm gonna have to go home and like do a lot of work. Not really a lot, but just I have like grading I need to get done, and it really needs to get done because I want to stay on top of my grade book. There's some controversy because a student is missing some pages from our social studies packet, and we believe that somebody pulled those pages out and turned them in as their own. We don't know who did it and what class that was done in, so I have to say today, hopefully she gets her pages back by tomorrow, and if she doesn't, everyone is going to have to take a 0 on that assignment, because that is the only fair way of me making sure that whoever did that is not getting credit for work that they actually didn't do. The kids were not happy. I said, I don't want to do that. So I'm really hoping that someone just kind of lets me know, like, oops, I accidentally turned in the wrong pages, and we can just move on with our lives. But we'll see. Taylor's here. She's looking really excited for this staff meeting. Like, I've never seen her look more excited in my life. I did let the kids know that we've decided that we are in our villain era. Oh yeah. After I said, guys, I don't want to have to give you all a 0 on this packet. Yeah, but I will. But that's what you forced me into doing. Right. Like. Right. So.
You did love my shirt.
Oh yeah. You want to see her shirt? She's in a festive mood. Mm-hmm. So.
But
her shirt says.
It says. When you're dead inside. But it's the holiday season. That's how I feel.
That's how she feels. That's how we feel. So we're gonna go to the staff meeting that I have to present at. Yeah. I have to finish my presentation.
That means we don't get to hang out.
Is it in sessions again?
It's a rotating thing, I think. So we're not even gonna be together.
I didn't know that.
She's leaving me back.
So I don't. I don't know if it's an upside or a downside. I don't even hear the staff meeting.
Yeah.
So like the last one, he was like the deliverables or the action items. I was like,
you're not missing much.
Oh, okay. So, all right. So we're gonna go to our staff meeting. I'm on my woofy walk. Just looked at me. I don't know. It's a little bit after 4. It's probably close to 4:30. The meeting was over at 3. But of course, after the meeting, I was talking to Taylor and 2 of our coworkers, just socializing, avoiding work that we need to do. And then after this walk, I'm gonna go back in not in my classroom. I'm gonna go home, and I just have grading that needs to be done, and I just realized I didn't bring the stack of papers that I need to grade. Last year I had another aide who would grade the Greek and Latin root packets for me, and she's no longer my aide, so it's added some work to me. That's something else I have to grade that I didn't have to grade last year, and I left that at school. But there's some other things I need to grade digitally. And then tomorrow, a PD person from the district is going to bring some newer teachers to my classroom and other classrooms to observe for about 20 minutes. My understanding is they're really there to observe classroom management and just get some ideas. So I kind of need to let her know. She wants to know what lesson am I teaching, just so that she can kind of give them some context of what they're looking at. So I need to make sure to email her that. And then I think that's it. But to be honest with you, I don't really have the energy to do any of that. I need to do it, and I'm probably going to do it because I have to. But I really just want to go home and sit on the couch. And that is what Taylor and I have decided. We both just want to sit on the couch until further notice. But I can't, so I'm going to do that. So I think I'm going to go ahead and end the vlog here on my walk. If you enjoyed today's vlog, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. If you'd like to leave a comment, please do, but let's keep it positive. And as always, I hope that you guys are well. And if you're not well, please be well. And I will see you guys tomorrow. For sure, I'll vlog tomorrow. See you then. Bye.